We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbaric.
To a couple robots?
No, to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all nasty niggas, bro.
Is that white culture?
I believe
y'all can
scabies,
keep that shit.
Dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fiends, everybody, in between, all around. Here we are. The 22nd episode, I think, of the second season. I can't count. Neither can Florida. We'll get to that later. So we've got a very packed house tonight. The head honcho, he's sitting off to the side supervising, getting them union wages for watching 7 other men dig a hole. Wait, 6, I'm sorry. I can't count them from Florida.
It's okay.
We got a bunch of peoples up in here tonight. We got the Space Boy Dandy over here crosswording it.
There's so many words.
There are.
There's a lot of... Most of these words I've never seen before. I'm not even convinced that they're real words.
I mean, we made up all the words.
Really?
I'm still doing it with the Oxford Dictionary.
Give us an example of some words.
Selfie's a made-up word, but it's in the dictionary now.
I mean,
so it's a dictionary word.
Word is a made-up word.
Yeah. It just means words.
Yeah, somebody just some British guy thought of it.
Replace that with something that's probably
okay, whatever.
Some Anglo.
That's fine.
Over here we got Bro Hamilton with the
squad.
Yeah, with the squad.
God damn you, AJ. God damn.
I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why there's so much AJ-directed hate all the time. There's a lot of it. There's a lot out in the world. Some of it was coming from Daddy Clarence, back from this... I don't even know the last time you were on. It's been a while.
What's up? I'm trying to open this Warhead lollipop.
Yeah, I know. We can hear the cellophane.
Those shits are hard.
Airhead lollipop.
I chew from the top.
The hardest fuck, yeah.
Say that again?
I chew from the top.
It's good to be.
You do.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, I suck your dick. So what? Nah, since you want to air me out.
Over here we got Baby Dread Brad. It's
You know what? I'll take it. I'll be Roger.
Both y'all sharing this mic need to get closer. So
I'll be Roger.
We call him Young Locke, the young jock.
I'll take that too, just because it's you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
all right. Next to him we got J Baby, isn't that?
All right, no, let's chill out.
So cold in the deep. We're supposed to keep peace.
How the fuck?
It's all on a nigga's mind.
Something like that.
I miss my niggas.
I really miss my nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
So everybody doing good tonight. It's been a long week.
Yes.
The biggest news, the most monumental news this week has been the most important election of our lifetime.
It's a midterm, guys.
Yeah.
It's a midterm.
Yeah. Everybody cool your fucking jets.
Nah, guys, listen. If you didn't vote, I'm gonna kill you.
It's like the Diddy back in the day.
What'd you vote for, Jay?
Huh?
What'd you vote for?
None of your goddamn business. I didn't vote.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck you. I ain't telling you.
Honestly, people like you are part of the problem.
What problem, nigga?
Go off queen.
Damn.
Go off queen.
Slay queen.
Go off queen.
Slay queen.
The problem of people complaining
I don't
about
complain.
everything.
I don't complain.
I didn't say you
Never
personally
complain.
complain,
Probably
but
one
you're
of those
still a
people.
part of the problem because you have the option to go and vote and
Exercise my right to not do
exercise
it.
your right that other people didn't get to at one point, and now you can and you didn't, and it's so fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, dude, you should just
How's it
to your
disrespectful?
country.
To my country.
You're not a real American. If
You're fucking illegal.
Get out there and vote.
So I'm
I'm a fucking immigrant, man. Yeah, so fucking what?
You pulled your fucking card.
I'm gonna go to fucking Home Depot and fucking, you know.
That's racist.
Look, I don't vote, so I'm fucking illegal now, man.
There's actually a lot of black people outside of Home Depot as well. I'm just gonna say so.
There you go. Well, like, okay, well,
You can just go there.
shout out to the niggas speaking English correctly.
they always say they know how to dig, which is like extra racist to me. I'm like, I mean, it makes
Well, are you asking them? Hey, do you know
How
how to
many
dig?
times have you been to Home Depot
they're
to pick up
like-
black people, AJ?
I've picked up Mexicans from Home Depot with people, but if you walk through, or if you
You're
drive
not
through
black
the
people, you racist.
If you drive through the Home Depot and you stop for long enough, as the one on 50 specifically, and you stop for long enough, they're going to start mobbing your car. I shit you not. It's insane. It doesn't matter if you're in my Dodge Stratus that's up on bricks right now. It doesn't matter if you're in a work truck. It doesn't matter.
No trabajo. No trabajo.
No trabajo. But the black people don't understand that. They don't speak Spanish. So like if you're saying that,
They speak
already-
English.
so like then I have to like make a Disney announcement, like I'm telling people to stay clear of the doors.
No jobs for y'all.
Yeah.
Please.
But
no work will be found here.
So
no trabajo.
I didn't vote.
Aquí.
I honestly didn't vote because like I kept trying to update my voter shit and they like never did it. Like I did it like
What were you trying to update about it?
like my address so I could like legally vote with my
Why didn't
ID.
you just vote in the
Yeah, you
old
should have just
one?
illegally voted, dude.
Well,
That's what I did.
So you
wanted me to drive over to here? You wanted me to drive across town to vote? Because last time I voted in the 2016 election, I just mailed that shit in. I was trying to get it mailed to me. They wouldn't update my address, so I said this year, fuck that. I'm not choosing my oppressors. And then next election season, I'm going to vote completely out of spite. Everything's going to be out of my conscience and what I think is the worst for everything. So, you know, it's your headphones, DJ. It's your headphones. They're fucked. That's why he swapped them out earlier.
I'm gonna murder you.
That's not my fault.
He did say that one of them were broken. You just got a bad
You
draw.
got the broken head.
Put on the skull candies if you're that worried about it. Over here telling me a diddle knobs.
Probably should have specified which ones were not broken.
Yeah, hey, these headphones keep cutting in and out. I need you to switch something on the board.
Yeah, I mean, somebody should have said something. Anyway, that wasn't part of the votes. The headphones that we have weren't on the ballot. Sadly,
You know what? If they were, I would not have voted. I would not have voted.
No?
Either way.
No,
No.
you're not a felon though.
No, I should be, but I'm not.
You are now.
No.
Well, now you can vote.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing here in Florida.
But he's not a felon, so he would have been able to vote anyway.
Yep.
Not yet.
Yep.
I got a cousin who's a felon, and I don't think that nigga should vote at all.
Why not?
Just because I don't. No.
Why not?
Well, he's about to be able to now.
Yeah,
He
now,
would-
now
we
what
passed
do
that.
you
I
do
did
about
before.
it?
I'm like, Zeb, it's a wasted.
Voter suppression.
He's
It's against
voter
black people.
suppression. He's not gonna fucking vote.
The thing was it was supposed to be the reason that was passed is because there's so many incarcerated African Americans. It's the one time you'll hear me use that term because I always say blacks.
Why would you say why would you say African Americans this time? Yeah.
Just then because that's what they're labeled as on paperwork. So like this is the
So you're what? What kind of reasoning is this?
No, so
I'm sure the N-word was on paperwork back in the days. Well, it's on the paperwork, so.
Arnold Palmer.
We have 8 Negroes going to join our schools this semester. Should we let them in or not?
No, I'm just talking about the justification for why they wanted felons to vote, and by they I mean it was mostly like Democrats.
Correct.
And it was their justification was it's voter suppression because the majority of incarcerated people are African American, people of color and such. So like that was their whole like it's voter suppression based on race. So that was the whole fight against it. But no, I mean like I think like I don't see why people who have like made a mistake shouldn't vote. That doesn't make sense to me. Like they're still part of the country when they get
I think
out.
they should have extended it to nonviolent, just simply nonviolent crimes.
I agree with that.
That's they drew the line too soon for me.
You really think? Because like even a violent criminal, like what legislation are they going to be able to vote for that's going to make their life
They have
better?
a lot of time to read.
Yeah.
So like
they're converting to Islam.
I mean, I think it's something. I think it's something that you need to.
Very jacked.
Yeah,
I think it's something that you need to consider before you commit a violent felony. is well my
It's like,
my right to
before I
vote might get
jaywalk,
lost.
I might
if you
wanna
get
vote.
caught like stealing some weed shit or burglary or some shit like that, then whatever.
But you've been able to buy your rights back in Florida for a long time.
Correct.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could buy your rights back.
Yeah, you can.
like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Like if you're not a violent felon, you can get your gun rights back, your concealed carry rights back.
No shit.
But you can't get your concealed carry rights if you have a
violent.
misdemeanor marijuana charge.
Really?
Yeah, it's like owning.
Fucking stupid.
It's like owning
That's
a
dumb.
what is it? Medical marijuana card. You wouldn't be able to have one either.
Oh shit! No shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I
somebody
didn't
told
know
me
that.
that last
Yeah,
week.
it's
I
one or
didn't
the
know
other.
that.
You can
I'm
either
fucked.
have concealed carry or your
No.
medical marijuana card, but not both. You gotta pick between the two.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
But were you saying like if you have
You
a
can't have
marijuana
both?
charge, you can't get a
That's
medical
fucking
marijuana
crazy.
card?
No, that's what you said. I was just talking about the card.
Yeah.
That's
So,
gonna
yeah.
change. That's gonna
Yeah,
change
you
at
have
some
to have-
point.
It's either one.
It's gonna change
or the
at some
other.
point.
Yeah.
You can't have both.
You got the card, no
I
gun.
was about to say, bro.
Got
That's
the gun,
gonna-
no
it's-
card.
It's gonna get challenged. Like that'll get challenged.
Yeah,
that'll,
I
that'll
mean-
go to Florida Supreme Court at some point.
So surprisingly, Andrew Gillum. I was expecting to be like, hey, Florida's got our first black governor.
What's up, fam?
Yeah, he's he's like dark Obama.
Listen,
Like-
fam, we gotta talk. You don't remember the commercials that you on YouTube with a dude, the black dude's like,
He
walk,
looked
like very
like
aggressive.
Mario.
Yeah, and then like at one point he had like a shortcut like yours, and then like there was another commercial, and he had dreads. And it was like,
I haven't seen
It's
that.
like
it's the same nigga,
Vermin
it's like,
Supreme or whatever.
what the fuck is going on?
Maybe they put out the wrong cut, and it's like, you know what? Fuck it, we already paid for both. We put it both out
Listen,
there.
fam, we have a racist stand your ground. It's like, yo, why are you very aggressive towards me right now?
You know what's really aggressive? Kelsey Grammer. I didn't even know that his fucking family,
Oh,
his
yeah.
whole fucking family was fucking. I learned a lot about Kelsey
Yeah.
Grammer. I did not need to know.
I did not know that shit.
Wait,
either.
No, I remember reading about it.
Wait.
He's like vote downvote amendment, whatever the fuck it is. They killed my father. They killed my sister.
Victim right.
Yeah,
Victim
Okay,
right.
okay, so that's another
shit's
thing I
gay.
want to go off on because, like, okay, I do want to
Which
talk about the
victim rights
Gillum
is like
thing.
they already have
Hold on.
right.
We'll go down the ballot here. Well, not directly down the ballot, but we'll go through the ballot here. I don't have it in
This
front
is
of
why
me.
I don't vote. I don't care
But-
anymore.
So like Andrew Gillum, like seemed like he put on a hard campaign. I don't feel Ron DeSantis' campaign was very good, and I'm losing my job at CapTel, so I'm just gonna I could break confidentiality now.
Wait,
Fuck
why are you
'em.
losing your job at Capstone?
Because I want
What
to.
did you do?
You wanted
So-
to.
Who
Yeah,
did you?
the bureaucracy won't let me just quit, or they won't let me quit or just fire me. Like it took me 2
Why
weeks
won't-
to
why
get
won't they let
suspended.
you quit?
It doesn't matter. I put in my 2 weeks, and now I'm trying to get fired before then. Anyway, so
yeah.
now that I'm getting fired before then, let me just break another rule, the confidentiality policy. So I get to listen to these old people talk about shit all the time, right?
This ought to be good.
Yes.
So like.
This is gonna be good.
We were getting robocalls for this Marcy's Law, Amendment 6, that gives victims constitutional rights. It's really vague in the way that it's worded, but in the same
Fracking.
amendment, it is a bundled
No,
amendment.
not fracking,
It wasn't fracking on that one.
No, that
one
was the other one. That was
one was
Amendment
to
11.
extend.
Oh,
That was
the vape thing.
That was
indoor
Yeah.
vaping.
Yeah.
So we're
It's
going
the
down the
secret.
ballot
Who
here.
voted yes on
Hey,
that?
A lot of people.
round
'cause
it up.
passed.
We're gonna go down Marcy's Law.
Okay.
So Marcy's Law was
Project.
to give victims of crimes more constitutional Florida constitutional rights, and it was very vague in the way it was worded. I came to find out that it was to let victims sit in on parole hearings, which I'd disagree with fundamentally because they've already been sentenced. So adding that there is just a sway that shouldn't be there. But at the end of this, and they made it out to be this huge, for the victims thing, and at the bottom of this proposal was to extend the mandatory retiring age for judges from 70 to 75.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
why
is
not?
why I voted no.
You're a lawyer. That's why you're saying why not.
No, well, I mean, like,
I'm biased.
well, I think that 75 is a good age. I mean, that's the age that they use in
What
Canada.
was wrong with 70?
What's wrong with 75?
Well, why do you need
More geriatric. So I listen
You're
to
not
old people
sound
all
mind
the
to
time.
make-
They don't even know how to
objective
press
decisions.
buttons on a phone to make decisions. They have to have a guy to talk to do the thing for them.
Yeah,
This
but
is
not
a-
my
not
job.
judges, dude.
Yes,
This
I
is-
think
literally
yes,
my job.
I believe judges do this. I don't think Ruth Bader Ginsburg uses a fucking computer.
She broke
Dude, how
three
did you
She broke
hips.
3 ribs. We'll
She
talk about
broke
that
three
later.
ribs.
Dude,
That's
that is not true.
She's
broke
old as
three
That
shit.
is
ribs
not
getting
true
dick
at all.
down.
Okay?
She broke 3 ribs getting dick down, probably.
Whoa.
I hope not.
Who's piping up Ruth Bader
85
Ginsburg?
years
I know
old.
Brian
Holy
Pumper.
shit.
I mean, honestly, like,
Good old
You
Brian
no,
ragging
dude,
all.
that's not true at all.
But I personally believe that at a certain age, you shouldn't be interpreting the law.
And I think, I don't see what's wrong with 75. 70's pretty young.
It wasn't 75.
70's not
That's
young.
what's wrong with it. It was
70
fucking
is not
70.
young.
70 is not
70's
young.
old as
I don't
shit.
know.
I don't know about Canada's life expectancy, but here we can be shot at any moment, Neil.
I understand that, but I think that judges that are past 75 have well proven their ability to, logically and reasonably
Right,
form an
but that's
opinion.
degrading over time because their body is literally degrading.
I understand that, but I think that, there's no real solid evidence to show otherwise. I think 75 is a good age.
I'm not saying it because I think that necessarily, I'm not saying there's people who can't be capable of, having their wits about them at 75 or even older than that. My grandma's like 83 and she's just fine. So
but how many bills is she passing?
But it doesn't. Judges don't pass.
I'm just saying though. I guess
I don't understand what the purpose of extending it another 5 years was. 70 is still a really old
I think it's just a mood issue. To me, I don't really care. Fine, whatever.
So
all
right. What would your preferred age limit be?
I don't
realistically.
I don't even know. That's tough. I think that
that's a strange question to ask.
I think that only certain judges.
75 isn't old enough. So
there are certain courts that are high level thinking courts, the
Supreme,
the Court of Appeals, the Supreme Court, state Supreme Courts, the court that Kavanaugh was part of.
Right.
Any sort of federal,
Did you
federal
go through with your
jurisdiction
promise
court.
on that, by the way?
Which promise?
Because of the Kavanaugh ordeal, did you vote all Republican?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're gonna do it regardless.
No. It wasn't straight down the ballot, but yeah.
Okay, so
pretty much, I'm saying that those level judges should not be. Maybe there should be an age limit on that. I don't know. I think it's really a case by case basis.
I can agree with that, and
so I don't even know if there should be an age limit, but I don't know.
And doing a job like that, it's going to keep your mind sharp.
I think that's Supreme Court's a different story because you can once you're on there for life.
Right. That's
if you're up for re-election every so often, then I think that there shouldn't be an age limit. But then if not, then I think if you're in the Supreme Court, there should be an age limit. I think 75 should be the age limit in the Supreme Court.
Really?
Or maybe yeah.
Now, why the Supreme Court?
Because you're on there for life once you're on there. You're on there until you're done.
The mandatory retirement age is the...
Imagine a 100-year-old Supreme Court justice.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that.
Nah, that'd be cool as fuck.
Living through Jim Crow.
Here's the thing.
It's a white dude, of course.
These are the guys that set the law of the land, pretty much. Yeah. So I think that you need to be some of the sharpest legal minds in the country are Supreme Court justices, right?
But they're still back in my day. We used to call them.
I really.
They got long hair now.
I'm saying now.
I don't know, but yeah, that's my thoughts on that. It doesn't even matter.
Need to lighten up the situation.
There's one on here I don't like. I'm not gonna say his name.
These bundled amendments.
There was another bundle amendment that was crazier.
It was the vape versus the offshore drilling and the vaping.
No, yeah, I saw that shit.
They're comparable in
because liberals hate hate offshore drilling, but they love vaping.
Juul,
right?
Juul.
So you can't vape indoors in Florida anymore, and you also
in an indoor workplace, not indoors. We can vape in here if we
in your
wanted
private
to.
place,
exactly.
Yes,
but that's it's an important distinction. Workplace.
I guess
any workplace.
So I guess you can. Yeah, that is a better distinction. Yes, you can vape in the privacy of your own home. It's the same thing as the smoking thing. It's like when they banned smoking inside, you couldn't even have a smoking room in any building except if they serve liquor, which is a really weird thing.
Hotels, you can't smoke in here.
No, most hotels at least have a policy against it, and a lot of municipalities have fire codes that you're not allowed to smoke indoors.
Okay. Well, you can still get a smoking room at a hotel.
At a motel,
at a motel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. So,
shout out to Ching.
So you
he has
you can't vape.
That's Sugar Hill gang. That's not.
That was way. What did you say? Shout out to Chingy?
I thought it was hotel.
Yeah. Sugar Hill gang. They had that in.
The original song, but yeah.
I acknowledge that. I acknowledge Sugar Hill gang.
Yeah.
But
he's going for the Chingy route.
You wanted Chingy?
I like Chingy. But he's one of the good ones.
Fuck you, bitch.
That's the title of this podcast. Is he's one of the good ones.
Don't do it.
So
it's just
you're not allowed to offshore drill around Florida anymore. So fuck you, BP. No more spills in the Gulf of Mexico.
And you're not allowed to
vape inside of commercial
win
places.
2 ways.
Yeah, we all win. Everybody wins. Because I honestly, as a smoker, a pack-a-day smoker, the vape smoke kills me. Like, I can't hit those things. Yeah, I smoke rice cigarettes. So, like...
rice cigarettes?
Like, I don't want to go in off this.
No, you
so,
have to.
Another thing...
Curious.
The great,
Did you get them from Dong A?
It's too long of a story. No, Donga Imports.
Yeah.
That's
Dong A Imports.
So, that's an Orlando joke. So another one that we had was the Greyhound racing ban, and wasn't that bundled in with something else?
Nope.
No,
that was by itself. It was by itself.
That was all on his own.
Amendment 4.
13 actually.
Whatever.
Yeah, Amendment 4 was Amendment 4 was the felons.
A prime number. Oh, you a prime number nigga.
Oh, you prime as fuck, huh? Okay.
So
you like Bezos?
So these dogs, you're no longer allowed to race dogs in Florida for money.
Nope.
I guess you could. Could you still do it for sport? I didn't read that amendment very.
What if you race them for pussy?
You
raise dogs for pussy.
Technically, that's still gambling if the pussy is used as a currency, I believe.
Yeah, there you go.
So, like,
what if it's used as bracket?
And like, also, I think there'd be some sort of like human
slips.
trafficking involved.
Pink slips.
They're racing for pink
slips for pussy.
Racing for pink slips.
Pink
Get my
slips
dog
for pussy.
You get my stable.
I brought my daughter with me.
I don't know.
Alright, that's horrible.
I don't know gambling.
Oh no!
I didn't say her age. Well, I didn't say her age. I'm just saying I brought my daughter with me.
I missed something.
Okay, so you're no longer race dogs for any sort of gambling. Okay, so no.
It's done.
Okay, no gambling with dogs.
So basically,
like
all these dogs is
they're going to shelters.
they
there's
either-
a peace department.
I think it's was it
Rendering factory.
8,000
Panda
dogs?
Express.
Isn't it
Glue
8,000
farm.
dogs?
Next time you buy a bottle of Elmer's, you better think twice.
Exactly.
So here's the
That's what Amendment 13 got.
Good Home's Chinese food.
here's the statistics
Dragon
behind it.
City.
I did the math. I'm
MSG
saying these are statistics
factory.
like I have them like done, but I've done the math. It's about 30% of dogs yearly at a shelter get killed, whereas 70% of cats get killed at shelters. So it's
Nice.
fucking nuts.
Oh, fuck cats.
Yeah, fuck cats. Yeah.
But
Something was a good one.
No, I'm kidding.
so
What, who?
anyway,
Okay.
so
Okay.
30% on a regular basis end up dead, end up euthanized.
Yep.
So this is an extra 8,000 mixed into that, and
Do you not care about the euthanasia?
Yeah, dude.
The
I mean, can't
euthanasia.
they send the dogs
What do
like
you
to
Do you
another
care
shelter
about
that
the
could take
yes,
care of
yes,
them?
I don't want the dogs
Or-
to die.
Wait a minute.
Why do you want the dogs to die? So these dogs also have
But
cocaine
it's not,
habits.
dude. It's not the
Yeah, they-
euthanasia that's responsible for killing the dogs.
I'm talking about making new jobs at Panda Express.
Euthanize dogs?
Yeah,
but what else is killing the dogs?
You're saying it's the euthanasia that's killing the dogs.
Then what is killing the dogs? The people?
The
The humans?
euthanasia, yeah.
The euthanasia.
The euthanasia.
They're killing the dogs.
Wow.
Saying like they're a force,
Oh.
a military force.
All right.
Dude,
so-
yeah, it's not,
And once minimum
it's
wage
not
gets-
just kids in China and
Minimum
Japan,
wage got to $15 an hour.
and I guess parts of India. It's not little Indian
Oh,
kids
God.
killing the
It's a very
dogs.
useful, crazy rich Asian.
This is
are behind this.
this devolved into something I didn't want it to.
They work at the Supreme factory in China.
Yo,
Okay. Are we done?
they smoke a lot of backwoods and shit.
Yeah, they work at Foxconn.
Still wearing masks.
No.
Shit. Okay. So,
I think
Rick
we might
Scott.
get zucked for that one.
Yeah, we're not on Facebook like that.
Yeah.
We might get taken off like iTunes, but
Yeah,
so
glad I could help.
in our Senate race, Bill Nelson versus Rick Scott. Rick Scott, I don't like Rick Scott. I've never liked Rick Scott. However, that boy has the best campaign this past fucking year. It was
like a
I
lizard.
agree with you on this one.
yeah, he looks like
He's Baltimore. That's it. He's fucking Baltimore.
Why are you coming through on 3 different mics, bro?
Hey, you just on the board.
I don't
worry about
I
me.
don't even know which one to fucking
Look, man.
twist.
He's alley-ooping. Let the man do what he do.
Damn. Okay, so this is in both the gubernatorial race and the Senate race. That's what you say. That's the gubernatorial race is for governor.
Gubernatorial?
Gubernatorial.
That sounds
That's the right
I
word.
thought you said gubernatorial.
Gubernatorial. That's
Goober.
gubernatorial. That is the word.
It's not goober, like with a B?
No, it's with a B.
It's
He's
with a B.
right.
Gubernatorial.
Is it German?
Oh.
Like
Gubernatorial. So both that and the Senate race are being recounted because they're very close.
If I might interject slightly, the Senate race is being counted manually. It's a manual recount.
Because first
they're within manual recount range.
Because first it was an automatic recount, the machine recount. So is this a second recount or was this
it's just
after all the votes poured in?
Yeah, they have a couple days, I believe, to tabulate the votes. I think till tomorrow. Then they have to decide whether or not there's going to be a recount. Pretty much.
And Rick Scott is pissed. Rick Scott is actually.
He's like, bro, I got these fresh baby skulls. I want to drink out of them.
He's asking for FDLE to investigate.
Dude. Here's the thing. There's there are some fairly recent developments that have happened in this.
Yeah.
Like in the past,
Go off, Queen.
A couple hours or whatever. Okay. Well, here's what I've heard. Right. Okay. So Rick Scott wasn't necessarily upset at the fact that there was a recount. He was upset at the fact that there was these random votes that pretty much coming out of nowhere in Broward and Palm Beach County. So apparently what happened was, Rick Scott filed a lawsuit because they weren't disclosing any sort of, information about the, fucking voting records, which I guess at this point they were supposed to. But this lady, Brenda Snipes in Broward County, the supervisor of elections.
Brenda Snipes.
She's completely, Dr. Brenda Snipes, actually. I should give her the respect, as she's apparently a doctor.
Keep that blicky on her.
But yeah, so pretty much what happened was some good ballots apparently got mixed with,
what's a bad ballot?
The black ones.
Like an unlawful, like
how you did in the 2008 election voting in two
Chill
counties.
out.
There was an issue with
I did that. You know,
there was an issue with provisional ballots.
Okay, so weren't a lot of the provisional ballots lost, quote unquote?
Apparently, it's pretty much what happened. This just came out that some good ballots were mixed with good and bad ballots were mixed together and counted.
That makes sense.
So illegal, pretty much bad, or just they were not validated. Like a provisional ballot is when you vote, but you can't it can't be validated necessarily if you're able to vote or not. And then you have to cure your ballot within a certain time period.
And they only
to count.
And just some poll supervisor, some volunteer, some lady named Brenda, fucking.
But she was elected by Jeb Bush after
I forgot her name was actually Brenda.
Yeah, I think it's Brenda Snipes or some Snipes. But she was pretty much elected in the early 2000s after this whole voting recount situation happened in Broward County previously with another dude, and pretty much Broward County had been fucking up since 2000, and this bitch been fucking up. She destroyed ballots illegally after the 2016 primary,
and she hangs out with Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
She hangs out with Debbie Wasserman, which is whatever. I'm not trying to say guilty by association.
I am.
You are, but she destroyed ballots when she shouldn't have, and she released early voting results early, and broke law for the presidential election.
So that's he won two lawsuits against he won a lawsuit against Palm Beach County as well.
And Palm Beach County apparently has refused to comply with the court order.
So this is just a crazy, crazy election.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. It's honestly, to me, it's inexcusable that this lady cannot get her shit together and count the ballots.
I mean,
there are larger counties that had their shit together and all their ballots counted day of the election. But fucking Panama City had their shit counted. I know there's not as many people, but they had a fucking
Florida,
hurricane
bro.
and they had their shit counted. Like, what the fuck you guys doing
They in
down
the
there?
city.
They're not even a city.
They in the city. Oh shit!
They're fucking up over there.
Taking out the Panama.
I also don't think the recount's going to change
Who hasn't
anything.
done
It
that?
might change it with the Bill Nelson thing, but I doubt it. It's definitely not changing it with the Gillum thing. There's no way.
So in some more,
it's just too much of a gap.
In the more of the U.S.
Your votes now.
In more of the U.S., not just Florida.
You tell me.
What?
You tell me.
Where are my votes?
Go off, Queen.
Apparently, shit.
So
we've been waiting.
I don't like trying to pronounce this woman's name, but she's got a horse face, right? And
Stormy Daniels.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah. So she's super progressive. That's cool if that's your thing. Yeah?
Dude, I'm
Big
married.
Mouth. You like Big Mouth?
I love the show. I'm gonna love her real life.
You gonna give her a carrot every so often? Okay.
I put my little dick out in front of her, like, what a string on it.
It's like, hey, babe, you gotta go to bed.
So she won. She won in her race. I honestly kind of saw that coming because of how much negative, like how much 4chan was against
Democrat
her.
in New York, dude. She's gonna win.
Yeah, too.
That's what I saw coming.
But isn't she 28? 29. She's 29.
She's making money.
Which I want to be doing that.
She's not making money though because did you hear that?
I'm gonna open a business this year of my own, and I'm gonna run on a platform of small business. Check me out when I'm 30. That's 4 years from now. So 2022. Check me out in your midterm elections. But
yeah, but all I know is that she was complaining recently that she can't afford her new apartment in.
Yes, that's what I was about to go.
In DC.
So
Ocasio-Cortez.
until her congressional salary kicks in, so until we start paying her with our tax dollars, she can't get an apartment in DC.
Can't she just commute from somewhere? Like at this point,
Bitch,
like
get
seriously,
on
like just because
You
you
don't
got
have no
elected.
money saved.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was she doing?
Move to the fucking burbs, or move to some shitty part of, like, I don't know, Pennsylvania somewhere. Just commute from there or something. Drive your ass in there.
There's
dude.
shitty parts in DC. You just gotta go out of the city. You
I
can't be in the
hope-
city.
I
Live in
hope-
Virginia
I hope
somewhere.
in like a decade
No, live
she
in the
runs
fucking
Out of the
hood.
city in DC.
Yeah, live in the hood.
Rough. Like,
Yeah,
I
live-
mean, honestly,
live in the hood.
I mean, no.
No, she wants to. No, she wants to talk. No, she wants to
No,
talk.
I don't. Have
She's
you
trying to
been
make.
to DC?
She's trying to make change. She's trying to help the poor be poor.
What if she
You know,
likes
like,
Germany?
Nah, but
if you're
see,
trying to help the poor,
Okay.
why don't
I got
you live
no-
with the
I got-
poor?
I got
Why do you
zero sympathy
refuse?
for her.
Why do you refuse to live near the poor? If you're, I thought you were all out here for the people who can't defend
AJ,
themselves.
I like that. I actually like that.
Yeah, no, fuck it, fuck that bitch. If she-
No, like you should be if you to be.
If she's bout it, be
of the-
bout it, bitch. Like, go live in the fucking
Yeah.
hood. You can't afford the fucking DC apartment because you're trying to get some fucking
there are
5-star
people that
shit.
there are people that
Fuck
commute
bitch.
from far
she's in
away
co-
to
she's in
DC every
government?
day.
You can't put a person in government near the fucking the trash.
I mean, she could play with her life if she want to and live in the hood.
Yeah, she's been living in New York.
I mean, she's trying to complain that she's waiting for a salary to kick in. It's
What part of
like,
New York
alright.
does she live in?
I don't know.
Like how many unicycles are just like around her area that she lives at that she can't move?
It's not what unicycles.
Yeah, this is pretty
What
white.
part of the gentrified
Unicycles are pretty
Bronx
white.
does she
Yeah,
live in?
that's what I'm.
So she's
I don't
gonna
think I've
like
ever seen a
niggas
dude
don't
on a
just
unicycle
have.
in New York.
So here's the
like,
thing.
like in Manhattan.
Here's a big thing though. A 1-room bedroom apartment in DC on average goes for about $21.70 a month.
2170.
So she won't live.
That's tuition,
She
bro.
won't move into the hood, where you could probably get a place for like $900.
We're like 2 roommates.
I mean, they just come with the place. Like you can't get rid of them.
Yeah. Here's your new roommates.
Yeah.
Here's your new apartment.
There's no
Here's
walls.
Here's your new apartment, and here's some niggas.
Yeah.
May or may not get shot.
I'm about to say, yeah, they don't wear condoms.
Welcome to
like-
politics.
They don't wear condoms. That's very important.
Don't fall asleep a certain way.
And then we got I don't have this pulled up. I do know that we do have 2 Muslim women in Congress now. Not with us tonight. One of them, I can't remember her name, but I do know she's Somali. And guess where she got elected in?
Somalia?
No, here. I mean, yeah, essentially.
Minnesota.
No, close. That's close.
Utah.
Florida,
Michigan.
Somalia.
Oh, there's a lot of Somalians in Minnesota.
And Michigan. And Canada.
It's so cold in the D.
No,
I'm the captain now.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Surprisingly,
What a
Somalians
crossover.
go to very cold places.
It's by boat.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah, they're from the hottest place probably on Earth.
I mean, in terms of like danger plus heat, yeah.
Well, yeah, and meth.
Yeah, and like, RPG fire from some 5-year-old down
Why
the
are
road.
there-
I'm going
Are there a
to
lot of
Michigan.
Somali people here?
That happens in Michigan too, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of Somali people
it's like,
in Florida.
No, there's
they'd
like
rather
none.
I've
drink
seen
like
a couple of them.
That's
I
weird.
piss water.
You figure that they'd want to move to Florida and not to like
What do you
fucking
mean?
Minnesota.
It's too
Minnesota's
close.
It's cold
as
like
shit.
Minnesota.
it's too close.
There's nothing there.
Everybody.
No, but I mean, it's like the motherland, kind of,
No, but Flint water is way better than Somalian water. I think
Oh no.
They don't want to get too
Don't
bougie.
get him started.
They don't want to integrate too quickly.
I'm just saying, yeah, you got
Well, we got to start with the tainted water first.
you got to slow
Work
dick
our
your way
up.
into the clear shit.
All right, so
One day they'll be drinking boss water like
Just
you.
like what's in Daytona, just meth and
Man.
Condoms.
okay, so hold on. So we're moving on.
or lack thereof.
So
Yeah,
real quick, I do want to brush
you don't
over
wanna wash up on the beach.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She fucking fell and
The notorious RGB cable.
yeah, the RGB cable.
That's her name, right?
RGBK.
She okay, so I guess what she does, because she's a 2-time cancer survivor, like that's inspirational. Like I don't mind RGB, you know, she's
How
cool.
old is this woman?
85 years old.
God
And she maintains a rigorous exercise routine in order to stay healthy enough to serve, as she puts it.
That's what I'm saying. You want to get rid of Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
No, get rid of Activia. She'll die.
She's trying to serve until she's
no more
90.
no more probiotics for you. Your stomach's got to work on its own.
She's trying to serve
regular.
for
I shit
5
2
years.
times a day.
She's trying to serve until she's 90.
She's like, I'm full of fiber.
Yeah,
Dude, she serves.
I bleed fiber.
Who's her fucking driver? Just hearing her just talk. For like yeah,
when I was a young gal, the
I'm gonna
niggas
do the
was
law
good
today.
for us.
Yeah, like
It's just like when I was a young gal.
Yeah, fucking Ruth
So
Bader
she
Ginsburg.
broke a couple ribs.
Damn.
I'm assuming during her. I don't have the red article pulled up for how it happened, but I know it happened.
She broke some ribs.
She broke some ribs, and she's old, so that's sad. Because like I don't want any old lady falling downstairs and breaking ribs.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So like you
Nobody,
know,
terrifying.
regardless of how old they are,
or
nobody
who
fall
or
down
what
the
position they
stairs.
have professionally.
I'm definitely not the biggest Ruth Bader Ginsburg fan.
Yeah, but like I don't want her falling and breaking
want her to
ribs.
die.
No one
Yeah,
should
she
not-
could easily die from that. Is the thing. She's that age
Yeah.
that she could literally die from that.
At
You know-
85, your skin's like tissue paper.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just tears off.
It just rips.
I hate to be that guy, but you don't have to. You don't have to be 85 to like die from that. Sorry.
I mean, from anything really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Not
mean, like
special.
the body's
Sorry.
weird. You know, like you could fucking fall
Goddamn
like
paperclip.
8 stories and live, and then die after like tripping on a fucking 2x4. You know.
Getting tetanus and shit.
Yeah. So another big thing that's going on
Get yourself a big ass splinter.
in this country is the in California. There is this massive wildfire because somebody decided at one point, let's import a bunch of eucalyptus plants that are very, very flammable. So yeah, eucalyptus trees are all
They'll
out.
just catch on
The
fire
eucalyptus, man.
by themselves.
The eucalyptus, yes. So
I gotta find a solution to your eucalyptus problem, man.
so right now
That's your
they're-
problem now.
They're trying to. So all these trees are on fire, and the Westworld set burned down. If anybody shouts out Westworld,
What?
So did Caitlyn Jenner's house.
Well, I'm getting to that, DJ.
That's
So-
divine intervention. We call it.
So we got.
We call it divine.
She wasn't in the house, DeBarge.
So Lil Pump had to move. He actually made a post. Yeah, he made a little post earlier. A Lil Pump
A
post.
little post? Little pump
Yeah, he
post?
made a Lil Pump post earlier. And I forget the name of the city that he's in, but he's like, I played Harvard Dropout here, and he's like pointing at the smoke, like it's in the fire behind him.
Burn the album away.
Yeah, so Kanye had to go, which we got more news on Kanye later. He's getting into some troubles. He's just
Being a bro.
hanging out.
Drinking a few brews.
You got a nice wife.
So Kim Kardashian and Kanye West had to leave. Lil Pump had to leave. I thought this article had more of the people who had to leave, and I was wrong.
Wasn't it
Well,
Tekashi
hey.
6ix9ine?
Hey, usually that's the second half.
Tekashi.
So, it is
When
Tekashi.
we get to
Tekashi
pedophilia.
6ix9ine. We'll just go to this.
You're
Look at
jumping the
look at
shark.
that face. Look at that face. Look at that beautiful face.
I don't.
So
That's
he's
Kanye.
just
That's
he's
Kanye
just-
the pastor.
He's doing Kanye's best.
When is that's recent?
Is that him when he broke out of the apartment or the recording studio?
The sunken place?
So they were doing a video, Tekashi 6ix9ine and Kanye, and it was at some $80 million fucking Beverly Hills estate with Nicki Minaj and Kanye
Was
West
that
were
the
there.
Bunny Ranch? Sorry, the Neverland Ranch?
It sounds like it.
Could have been.
So maybe it was.
Who owns that place now?
Michael Jackson's.
I mean,
Somebody
the
has
family.
to own that.
Like somebody. No.
Michael Jackson's, bro.
It's my favorite ranch.
Rock to Never
Ranch.
Oh no.
Never ranch.
So
Scary Metallica
I guess
song.
somebody.
Shut up.
I guess somebody shot up the fucking Kanye Tekashi recording,
I saw that.
which is kind of hilarious because like Kanye's not about that
Wow.
life in any way, shape, or form. You know, it's not like when fucking 50 Cent and
Ja
Tekashi
Rule.
got
I mean, is 50
shot
Cent
up.
really about that life too?
50
No,
Cent's
yeah.
been shot like 8,
Yeah,
9
9
times.
times.
I
9 times.
but then he
Okay.
bought vitamin water.
I look at it like this: 50 Cent is
He's
a
not about
bully.
that anymore.
He,
He's not-
he
he's not a
bleeds the
bully.
vitamin water.
He's just fucking always fucking trolling
And mad.
How's that a bully?
No, he's calling dudes out. Like when he called that Floyd
But
Mayweather
it's
to read a
fucking
page
old.
of Harry
It's so
Potter.
fucking
Who cares?
old, bro.
Who cares? He has millions of dollars. He can do whatever the fuck he
Dude,
wants.
bankrupt.
Yo, he told
Allegedly.
Yo, he legit told Floyd Mayweather if he could read a page of a Harry Potter book, he'd donate like several $100,000 to ALS charities.
Yeah.
And Floyd Mayweather didn't read the Harry Potter
Because he
book
can't
page.
read. He only
Exactly, so he
punch.
called him out.
Yeah.
That's
You either
dope.
punch or you read. You only do one of the two.
You really can't do both.
Nah.
Is that true?
He keep playing.
I mean,
Ja
can't read.
Rule, bro.
Have you ever tried punching somebody trying to read at the same time?
Well, yeah, at the
Like,
same
yo,
time, but
something about that.
that's all he lives.
But
But
afterwards-
Ja Rule not a legend out here.
Wow, where did that come from? You know, like,
He does.
actually, speaking of Ja Rule, a couple days ago, did you know he had a show in South Florida? Bet you didn't.
What up, dude? What up,
I mean, he's on tour right now.
Remember that music festival that he was like
Fire Fest.
Oh yeah,
Fire
These
Fest.
Yo,
motherfuckers show up
yeah,
with slices
Fire
of
Island.
lemons.
He's
Fire Island,
stole
yeah.
all them rich kids' money. He just like
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
that shit was a scam. That
Say
shit
bye.
was
Yeah, it was
Ran
a
off of the
complete
police.
scam.
straight
Genius
fucking
scam.
You genius.
Brilliant.
like, I'm gonna give y'all some cheese sandwiches and some salad dressing.
Yeah, it was literally like fucking like hamburger
Did
lettuce.
they even have
Yeah.
water?
No, they didn't have.
No, there was a
water.
big problem with water. Which
Like-
is also
like
a
people
problem
can
down the
get-
road right
Where
now.
was it
EDC's
at?
going on here today, and I feel bad for those people without water. EDC's a scam. I'm just gonna say that out
Yeah,
loud.
EDC sucks.
EDC
Oh, my
is a
roommates went
scam.
to EDC.
I bet they did.
Yeah.
I
never
bet
been,
they
and
did.
I never want to go.
Wearing pasties,
You don't want
huh?
to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. I already know.
I'm going
I already know the type.
That shit's gonna be fine.
Anyway, so
Wait, just a bunch of people on ecstasy just drunk,
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
all dehydrated.
Like if we
and
just
they sell their water
if we
so
just turn the
high.
lights on back and forth, like they'll pay thousands of
But
dollars.
there's like Tiesto there, and like
What the fuck is Tiesto?
and base nectar.
Yeah.
I don't know this shit.
Boss nectar.
I don't know. I don't care about Base Nectar being there. He's ugly. He literally looks like a scarred pig.
For Jabbar, you
I'm
have to
coming
say
for
boss
Base Nectar's
nectar.
throat for now.
It's
This is,
boss
I put a
nectar.
fatwa
Boss
against Base Nectar.
You don't like base nectar?
I fucking do not like Base Nectar at all.
Yo, he looked right at you. Son.
Damn, dog. Alright.
So
Very upset.
No, that's straight. I'm saying
that man looked like a scarred pig. Anyway,
wow, dude, you making fun of the dude's appearance? That's shallow.
so
I expected better from you.
So you guys, he makes decent music. He just looks weird, and I don't like the people associated with his music.
So like, is it when people? It's
Wooks?
like people who
you
made
don't fuck with the Wooks?
the
Is that a thing?
Yeah, no, that's what they're called. They're called Wookiees.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
that makes things worse. You know, like what do you mean?
Okay.
So you guys remember Vine, where you could like have like a
I jacked off a
15
lot to that.
Are you
Song.
gonna bring up TikTok?
To that app rather?
No, I'm not bringing up TikTok.
TikTok?
Actually, that's
Why?
terrifying.
What's TikTok?
TikTok is. Do you remember Musically?
Application
It
where
was
like
mo-
Or
it
you
was
can
mostly
put it up to the like a song was playing and you could just
No,
put it up.
not Shazam or
it's
SoundHound.
all. Let's just say
it's called SoundCloud.
It's lower than our
SoundHound.
generation. It's Zoomers. Zoomers do the TikTok and the Musically.
That's
so we're
what
not
their
getting into
title
that.
is.
Yeah,
Okay,
Generation
that's
Z.
Generation Z. Okay.
The Zoomers. So
Like,
so the guy who created Vine,
Yeah, what's a Zoomer?
it's a Generation Z person. So you
What
know
is that?
that's like, I think it's born between 1998 and like 2010.
No, it's like 96.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that.
90. Wait, what?
I think
it's like
No, it has to be 90 something. It has to be at the like
I feel
99,
like I feel like
98.
95. I feel like
96.
95 kids. I mean, like my sister's 95, so I feel like she's kind of millennial. Like, she's
Yeah,
not
she.
generation
Yeah,
Z.
that's
yeah,
still,
that's
those are still
within the
millennials.
generation.
But because I got
You're like
3 nieces
97,
and they're like
97.
range in age, but only the youngest is a Zoomer. The other ones are like I still
Zoomer.
consider
what the
them.
fuck?
So
Boomers and Zoomers.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Zoomers
Always
are
be
the kids
Zoomers.
of boomers.
Uh,
Yeah.
but millennials
So-
are the kids of boomers too.
So
We're all kids of boomers.
we're all
Yeah, we're all
boomers.
boomer kids.
We're all boomers.
Boomer children.
We're all children of the boomer.
Traps by
We're all baby boomers.
So a lot of
Rubber
these like YouTube celebrities that are around now, like Logan Paul and shit, like they got big on Vine. Which Vine, if you don't remember, I think was it 7 seconds or 15
6 seconds.
7.
It was
It was
7
7?
seconds or 15.
No,
No,
it wasn't
Instagram
15.
was
It's called
15.
7 seconds in
Yeah.
heaven.
It was 6
Inst-
seconds.
It was
yeah,
not
it was
6
like
seconds,
it was
it was
6
7
seconds. No, it was literally
Se-
6
6
6
or
seconds.
7.
It was either 6
Either
or it was
or.
6
I don't even
though.
remember.
It was
So
it was a popular application
It
around
was.
2013 to about
It-
20.
They had all
That's
the
where
really
that clip-
short
Yeah,
videos.
Brad's rattling.
that's where that clip of Riff Raff
Look,
being
man.
like, "My goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody."
Yeah.
I love Riff Raff.
But yeah, it was real popular with the tweens.
So yeah, which are Zoomers. They were
Yeah.
those are now
That's middle
they're
of their
now
generation.
adults. So like you know, like, yeah, and they're now adults.
18-year-olds.
Exactly. Legal adults.
Okay.
So, like, you know, not mature. There's, you know. So, the creator of Vine is making Byte. BYTE. They made a Twitter and they put a waving emoji, and this dude
so dramatic.
Hello.
Like, so the guy he was talking about creating a follow-up to Vine named V2, but I think this is just going to be the second Vine from what I could tell.
Sounds like a demon religion.
Hold on, can I be refreshed on why Vine got shut down in the first place?
Poor management.
Why did it go?
Poor management. They weren't taking care of the people that were actually like generating revenue or like bringing people to like the application and stuff like that. So, but mostly poor management. They fell apart. Kind of like Snapchat is a little bit.
Oops.
Yeah, but Snap's a good company overall.
I think Instagram's way better than Snapchat.
That's because Instagram's owned by fucking Mark Zuckerberg, and he knows how to run a fucking business at the top.
Well, before.
Twitter. I just
so Instagram. I'd have to say Instagram has taken the kids by storm. So like, because they don't even the kids. You know, I'm talking about high school kids. They don't use fucking Facebook. They use fucking Instagram, and they barely use Twitter. They mostly use Instagram. I can't get on Instagram because I don't take pictures. You know, like what the fuck am I doing?
You can. You just take. I mean,
no, I refuse. You
can just be a voyeur.
Yeah, you're just being a Luddite.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's not even about that. Like you can just follow. You can follow like other.
Like a damn connoisseur out here.
I don't like Instagrams. Every time I've looked at an Instagram, it's made me feel like people are trying too hard to lie about their life.
Well,
so,
mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a bottle of Bel Air in my hand last night in one of my stories.
I mean, I just post memes.
100% right.
Can I post memes? Like
yeah,
I
mean, yeah, there's meme pages on Instagram.
Every meme on the new centrist page.
Instagram,
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Do it. Take them by storm.
So,
that's fucking AJ's favorite.
No, yeah, the new centrist is great.
Yeah, no, it is really funny.
Shouts out to that guy.
Yeah, Jimmy Centrist.
I don't know if that's his name. Javar's coming in here looking like he's sad.
Yeah, yo ho ho. Pirate's life for me.
Why don't you go pee in the?
Oh, it's ho ho.
I don't. It's a busy room. So
nobody in there now.
Traffic zone.
Tomorrow, and I guess this will be like a week ago when you guys listen to this. So tomorrow being Saturday, I mean technically today, Saturday, November 11th. NASA's warning about a giant asteroid that'll
November 10th.
Wait, I was about to say, hold on, buddy.
Oh yeah,
hold on.
Armageddon.
Whoa, big partner.
I can't read.
Whoa there.
That's today.
I can't read. That is, yeah, it's November 10th.
The 11th is on Sunday.
So NASA's worried about this this giant asteroid that's going to be closer than the moon tonight.
Than the moon?
Yeah, closer to us than the moon.
I mean, it's just passing by.
It's just passing by, but
So, yo, what's up?
Are they sure?
It may drop some dingleberries,
Yeah, like,
but we'll be alright.
If it comes by, like what the fuck's gonna happen? Like if it kills
What if
us
it just
all?
scoots?
little skirts.
Oops.
Skirt. Miss me.
I don't know. That'd be terrible. Could you? I wouldn't want to be on the side of the planet.
I'm about to pray on.
I mean, I'm sure
That
it's gonna
just-
take out the other side too. I
that
feel like it
just-
needs to be big enough to do that. Like I
No,
don't.
I mean like if it just did a little bump.
Little
like
skirt,
a
skirt.
little-
Oh, like when it's just like,
little-
oh shit, I was the
oops.
mistake
Like,
that
yeah,
the
the
asteroid
oops.
made.
Just a little clip.
I was a part of this.
Whoops.
That
It just takes you out immediately.
Yep.
Like,
It's just like fuck.
yeah, wouldn't that suck? Like,
That would suck.
but thankfully we have like an
We can
atmosphere.
rebuild.
I
we
mean,
can rebuild that
still,
city.
It could just what if it happened? Think about that. What if?
It's
I mean,
not in
like,
America.
yeah, but I say we're not gonna do anything about it. We'll be
Yeah, not in
done.
America.
Not in
That's a
America.
good point. We'll shoot it down.
Yep.
With what?
With them lasers. What you mean?
We do it. We got rail guns.
We got a lot of
We got that fire.
We got a lot of nukes.
But that seems like a bad idea because then wouldn't all this stuff like rain down on everybody?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm talking about
like,
that. See, you getting
as long
technical
as it's,
now.
like, over
That's
Asia,
This is
just
going to be a
good.
Kamehameha
Yeah.
wave that's going to blow the whole asteroid out
It's
of
a
there.
meteor shower.
Yeah. Ain't
It's
it
all the
fun?
shooting stars.
Ain't it fun unless the homies
It's a
get
golden
some.
shower.
Aw.
It could be.
I mean,
Oh,
could be, yeah.
if it
Isn't
got
that what
that,
they call like it's like a
Power hour
comet
golden
dust?
shower.
It's like a golden meteor shower type thing.
No,
Yeah.
a golden shower, as I know it, is not that.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
another bait and switch question.
I like your watch.
Thank you.
It's nice.
yeah,
Looks
your
cool.
watch is nicer than
Snazzy
DJ's.
Fuck you.
Hey, DJ.
Whoa. Talk about my watch.
Kobe said you can't say that. Kobe said you can't
I like
say
his
that.
watch.
He got the Casio.
Yeah, his watch is dope.
Yeah, that's a nice ass watch.
Yeah, it's that
Just
old
different
school
style.
Casio.
I don't like your watch. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
Speak your mind, Queen.
2 trailer park girls. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
So, I think I'm out of topics for the night. Is there anything else anybody wanted to go off on, Queens? We're all Queens here.
Kings and queens.
We was Kangs.
Oh no, Brad! I'm gonna cut that out for our own sake.
Why can't we be Kangs and queens?
Why can't
We was Kangs?
It's my favorite 30 Seconds to Mars song.
Why can't we be Kangs?
Why can't we be Kangs?
Why can't we be queens?
Wait, what's that song by We the Kings that everyone likes?
We the Kangs.
Why
We the
can't we
Kangs.
be the Kangs?
Featuring 3-6 Mafia.
No.
Isn't-
That's not. No.
I like how it's two different artists, same song.
I don't care. So, nobody
Can
has.
we go out to the thought?
Forrest,
Can
tell
we
us
go
how
out to
you're
the thought song?
gonna send West Orlando back to Flint, Michigan.
Listen, I don't want to implicate.
Oh wait, hold on. I have
Like, that's
something
the
to say.
Mecca?
Go ahead. Go
I have
off.
something to say. I want to say this real quick. Halloween. So the new Halloween. That movie's boo boo. Okay, I'm gonna just say
It was alright.
It was,
What? It was dope.
I
like
thought
it.
it was alright.
3 different opinions.
For
So
me,
we
it
have
was just
So
white people being
what's
crazy.
Jamie Curtis looking
That
like?
That
Why
movie
she?
trash, bro. Trash movie.
Did
Trash
Did she shoot
movie.
him? Did she shoot him?
I'll say it was
She
it was
winged him.
entertaining to watch. I won't say that I didn't enjoy watching it, but like as like a story, that shit sucked.
Did
Like,
she-
that
Well, what do you expect? It's a fucking
Did she-
shitty horror movie.
It was booby. It didn't have to be.
I mean,
That-
the original one
agree.
kind of was.
It was a little.
Like it was okay, like that whole beginning when all the little crazy people.
Look
like,
at it!
"Oh!"
Okay, you're spoiling. We're spoiling it.
No,
we gotta
it's
shut
not
it down.
spoiled.
We gotta shut it down.
Okay,
So
it was extra
who's gonna-
shit.
Thanos-
Go off Queen.
Thanos kills
It was
everyone.
extra shit for
Nintendo
no
did the
reason.
same thing.
Yeah.
Smash Bros.
I saw
They
Suspiria.
snapped-
Suspiria's dope.
they
They killed
snapped-
everybody. I was like twice a year. It's a good year.
so who's gonna send us off tonight? We got.
I'll send you off. I'll send you the fuck off.
Yo, shit.
Yes.
Go off, Queen.
Alright, loaded Queen.
When I first laid eyes on County Dock, I was green as the hill so high.
1, 2, 3.
But in later years, the streets ran red with blood neath the violet sky. I loved me a lass whose hair was long and brown as the finest stew. And she swore by the stars in the jet black night she'd be true as the sky so blue.
All right.
Nigga, where'd that come from?
Oh.
Go off Queen.
Boy, you need some haggis.
Oh shit! I don't know what just
Blown away.
happened.
Get this nigga some blood pudding.
For real.
Wow.
Blood sausage.
That was
Does-
beautiful.
wait,
Thank
is-
you for sharing.
Hold on.
40 acres in a
Does
mule
anybody have?
right now.
Hold on.
Wait. You play
Wait,
Team
here we
Fortress.
go.
Guys, I'm switching sides.
I need
paper.
I
I'm
need
Caucasian now.
I need a pen.
I'm switching sides. I'm coming out, guys.
Oh.
I'm trying to write you a
Team
white
Fortress
card
2.
here. And, you know, I keep my black card on me.
I
at all
rebuke
times.
niggers.
It's all my black card is an expired insurance card. All right, and on that note,
Bad.
are you gonna do it? Or
Say some of the things.
who's doing it?
What thing?
Yeah. Let's. How about we
Say
do
a
a duet?
prayer, brush your hair, suck my dick. That's not how it goes.
I think you nailed it.
Suck my
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
not
the
He's gonna love my
That's
nuts.
not correct.
You're gonna love my
You're gonna love my nuts.
Alright.
Hey, that's the tag. That's the title of this.
You're gonna love my nuts.
I don't have nuts, so
Hey man, we all got
Your
nuts
nuts are
somewhere.
on your side.
Yeah.
You're chopping
Believe
them.
yourself.
It's slap
Yeah.
chop.
You
You slap it to chop.
You
your
got nuts. You just haven't found them yet.
Bop it.
You haven't chopped them yet.
Pull it. Shake it.
We gotta go. This is.
I do like honey roasted.
Are,
like,
Henny roasted or honey roasted?
Henny roasted.
Henny roasted.
I gotta stop this.
There's
madness.
a new level of niggatry. It's Henny roasted.
All right, so like.
No one steal that idea.
We're trademarking that.
Yo,
Look, man.
Watch out.
Yo, what in the Cardi B was that, yo?
What's it called again?
Henny roasted.
Henny roasted.
As a
nuts.
lawyer, can you
Can we
patent
do
it?
that?
Yeah, we got to
You
patent
can
that.
patent it. You can
Intellectual
trademark it.
property.
Yep.
As
Well, I
IP.
mean,
Trademark it if you
we
start
couldn't,
selling
we couldn't
Henny
do it
roasted.
Hindi or Hindi.
A little bit of some.
We got this episode.
AJ, stop it. Stop the recording. Stop the recording.
We just got to use miscellaneous cognac, is what I was trying to say.
Indie cognac? Where's that?
Indie roast for burning Indian people. Finally.
God damn.
All right. So, are you guys? Are we done? We're done.